Hi, I'm James, and today, together, we're going to explore a topic that could revolutionize your life: the way we manage our finances in the light of Christian principles. We know that money itself is not the problem. It's what we do with it that really matters. With that in mind, I want to invite you to look at your financial habits from a new perspective. Have you ever stopped to think about how your financial choices impact not only your life, but also the lives of those around you? Sometimes we can get so caught up in the day-to-day routine that we fail to notice the small opportunities to transform our reality and that of others. And that's exactly what I want to share with you. 7 habits that are not only good for your pocket, but also reflect the kindness and generosity that represent the essence of Christianity. Imagine yourself within a circle of people who share the same beliefs and values, where every financial decision becomes an act of faith and love. How can we achieve this level of connection between our finances and our spirituality? Stay with me, because throughout this video, I'm going to share personal experiences that have enlightened my path and that can certainly shine a light on your journey. By the end of this video, you'll have practical and inspiring tools that can transform your approach to money, so that you not only build a stronger financial future, but also make a positive impact on the community. So, if you're ready for this change, press play and let's start this journey together. The first habit: pray before you spend. Let's start our financial journey with the first habit that can change everything: praying before we spend. It may seem simple, but this practice can have a huge impact on your life. Before making a purchase, especially non-essential ones, take a moment to connect with God. Ask Him if this expense is in line with your values and His will for your life. I remember a time when I was about to buy a new cell phone. It was something I really wanted, but after praying, I realized that, with this investment, I could be prioritizing something that could benefit my church or help a friend in need. This reflection made me reconsider my priorities and, instead of spending that money, I decided to contribute to a cause that really touched my heart. This habit not only brings clarity, but also teaches us to be more grateful. Sometimes we get lost in the pursuit of material things and forget about the blessings we already have. By praying, you will begin to see your money as a blessing and not as a mere tool for consumption. In addition, this practice helps us to cultivate a spirit of discernment. In a world full of offers and consumerist appeals, being able to hear God's voice guiding us on what is really necessary or desirable can be a real game changer. Practice this daily and watch your relationship with money change. Now that we've talked about the importance of praying before spending, let's move on to the second habit. Stay with me, because the next habit will challenge the way you see your own income. The second habit: living within your means. The second habit: living within your means. It may seem like a basic rule, but the truth is that many of us fall into the trap of consumerism and constant comparison with the lives of others. At this point, I want you to reflect. Why do we need to follow standards set by society, when our real purpose is to live in line with the plans God has for us? A remarkable experience I had was when I realized that my lifestyle was becoming unsustainable. I was always trying to fulfill what I saw on social media, buying things I didn't really need. After a lot of stress and sleepless nights, I decided it was time to get my feet on the ground and reevaluate my finances. I started to make a realistic budget, and what this brought was powerful clarity. When we start living within what we earn, we not only relieve financial pressure, but we also create space for what is really meaningful, like helping others or investing in experiences that build us up. I remember a solidarity circus that my church organized. We contributed part of our family budget, and it was one of the most valuable experiences I've ever had. The smiles on the children's faces and the gratitude of the community were far more valuable than any object I could have bought. Adopting this habit isn't just a matter of numbers. It's a matter of faith. It's trusting that what you have is enough and that God will provide what you really need. This change of mindset allows us to live more lightly and brings us closer to a more abundant life. In our next habit, we'll look at a practice that can have a real impact on your spirituality and the way you relate to others. Don't miss it! The third habit: giving generously. Now we come to the third habit: giving generously. As Christians, we are called to look beyond ourselves and meet the needs of others. But it's not just about financial gifts. Generosity encompasses our time, skills, and love. I remember a time when I was struggling to balance my finances, and yet I found ways to give. One of the most transformative experiences was taking part in a mentoring program for young people in my community. Although I couldn't contribute financially, I was able to use my knowledge of finance to help these young people understand the importance of planning. In doing so, not only did I make a difference in their lives, but my faith and trust in God grew. Giving can be a powerful way of reaffirming our belief that God provides. When we help others, even if we are facing financial difficulties, we are practicing faith in action. And let's not forget that generosity is contagious. When you see your donation inspire another, a chain of good is formed, and the joy it brings is indescribable. If you're not already involved in a cause, start small. Choose an organization that resonates with your heart, and be amazed at how it can change you. Observing the impact of your contributions can open our eyes to how God works in our lives and in the lives of others. And by practicing this generosity, you will see a change in your heart and in your relationship with money. Now, get ready for the fourth habit, which tackles financial education in a way you may never have thought of before. The fourth habit: investing in financial education. We've reached the fourth habit: investing in financial education. In a world full of information, it is essential that we take charge of our finances. Being well informed about how money works is a fundamental step towards managing our resources wisely and responsibly. When I started delving into financial education, I unconsciously set the stage for growth in all areas of my life. I was surprised to discover that the Bible has numerous teachings on management and finance. I began to study the parables of growth and resource management, and this helped me to see my money as a divine responsibility. A practical example I want to share is when I decided to attend a course on personal finance. Not only did I learn how to create a proper budget and save for the future, but I also came across the concept of investment. With the knowledge I acquired, not only did I start to manage my income better, but I also took the risk of investing in small businesses that generate a positive impact in the community. Investing in your financial education is a gift you give yourself, something no one can take away from you. Think of it as a tool that empowers you to make smarter, more beneficial decisions, not only for yourself, but for those who depend on your decisions. In addition, I recommend sharing this knowledge with friends and family. Group learning creates an environment of support and responsibility. Not only do you improve yourself, but you also help others to grow. In the next installment, we'll discuss a vital habit that can completely transform your relationship with money and gratitude. Don't go anywhere. The fifth habit: practicing financial gratitude. Now, let's talk about the fifth habit that can revolutionize your relationship with money: practicing financial gratitude. In our daily rush, we often forget to appreciate the blessings we receive, especially when it comes to our finances. Cultivating a grateful heart is not just a spiritual practice. It's a powerful financial strategy. I remember a time in my life when I faced financial difficulties. At first, my tendency was to focus on what I lacked and the difficulties I was facing. But as I began to record daily the things I was grateful for, I realized how much I already had. Giving thanks for every little detail, such as a meal, a paid bill, or even a job that allowed me to support my family, made all the difference to my well-being and the way I viewed my resources. Practicing gratitude can also help dispel feelings of envy and comparison. When you focus on what you have and what you have achieved, you are more aware that your value lies not in the things you have, but in who you are and how you relate to others. This reflects directly on how you manage the money in your life. One practice I recommend is to create a financial gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you are grateful for in relation to your resources and finances every week. By doing this, you will begin to notice a change not only in your mindset, but also in your financial behavior. By the end of the month, you'll be amazed at how many blessings you already have. We're almost there. In the next habit, we'll delve into a concept that can help establish a financial legacy not only in your lifetime, but in future generations. Stay tuned. The sixth habit: establishing a financial legacy. We're nearing the climax of our journey, and now it's time to discuss the sixth habit: establishing a financial legacy. We often think of finances only in terms of the present, but the truth is that the way we manage our resources impacts not only our lives, but also the lives of future generations. Building a legacy is about being an example of care, responsibility, and generosity, and that starts now. When I became a father, this responsibility took on a new dimension. I began to understand that what I would leave my children went far beyond material goods. I wanted to teach them about the importance of wise financial management and, above all, about the value of generosity. So we implemented a simple practice at home. Every time we receive our salary, part of it goes into a fund we call the Future Fund. This fund is used not only for investments, but also for aid and donations in times of need. This practice has taught not only me, but my children, the importance of planning and looking beyond their immediate needs. Talking about money has become a family activity, where we discuss not only how to spend but, more importantly, how to contribute and make a difference in the lives of others. Establishing a financial legacy is also about the knowledge you transfer. Encourage your children or loved ones to learn about finance from an early age. Whether through books, courses, or even family conversations, this financial education will be a gift that they will carry with them for life and that can change their trajectories. The seventh habit: treating work as an act of worship. Finally, we come to the seventh and last habit: treating work as an act of worship. This is a perspective that can revolutionize the way you view your daily obligations and sources of income. Work isn't just a way to earn money. It's an opportunity to glorify God in the small and large tasks we perform. When I began to see my job in this light, everything changed. Instead of seeing my responsibilities as a burden, I realized that every job I did was an opportunity to serve others and, consequently, God. I remember that, even in moments of frustration, I tried to regain the vision that I was there to make a difference and that every task, no matter how simple, had its value. Establishing this mindset also helped me understand that my income was not just a reward for my work, but a blessing that I could use for the greater good. This opened up new doors and opportunities, and on many occasions I was able to use what I earned to help those who didn't have the same opportunities. Furthermore, treating work as worship leads us to be better at our jobs. The pursuit of excellence not only raises our output, but also serves as a testimony to our faith. People around us begin to notice that there is something special about the way we act, and this can arouse interest in learning more about our beliefs. I invite you to reflect on how you can apply these habits in your life and share these practices with those around you. If each of us makes a small effort to implement these principles, we can create a domino effect of transformation in our communities, impacting lives around us in a positive and lasting way.